Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go. Okay, well that's done watching stuff. Alright, this works, yeah. Let's load up Minecraft. Meadows? Never heard of him. Okay, yeah. I remember where we were. We're gonna go diamond mining and go get diamond armor. Okay. First though, we're gonna make a chest. Come on. Oh, my headphones aren't plugged in.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry, my headphones weren't plugged in. I'm just shoving everything that I don't need. But we are actually going to take like 8 hay bales, make it into bread. I will take this. Yeah. Oh wait, first. This should be good. Wait, do I have the iron to make another pickaxe? Because my pickaxe is like close to being broken. I do. I don't have the wood though, so there is a creeper. Oh man. I am gonna go grab some wood real quick. Just knock on wood. Such a stupid freaking song. Here, I'll actually just go to this village. Because I haven't explored it yet. There's also wood over here, so. Just knock on wood. Just making sure there's no echo. We're gonna loot this village. Not take the beds, because we are gonna go, this is gonna be the village we get villagers from, so. We'll take this, though. Because it'll be useful eventually. So I need to bring it to the house. Hi, my day's pretty good, TJ. How's your day been? Okay, I already went into that house. I assume I already went into this one. I did not. You always double check. has to be one. Really, there's not. That actually surprised me. Okay, now I am gonna just grab. No, I need to go actually mine trees because no, I'm too lazy to do that. We're just gonna mine. Cause I need to get like. I don't know how much I need. Nice hair? Man, thanks. Bet your hair's pretty nice too, brother. Nine should be good, okay. My boat should be over here. Hold on, the cave's over like there. Did I put my boat up? No. It's still parked. Okay, that's over there. I'm gonna go grab it. Wait, which means I haven't looted that house, I don't think. Just let me climb the ladder, and there's still no chest, okay. I won't drown. I know how to swim pretty well. Oh. Oh no, I'm gonna drown. What do you want to show me? TJ, what do you want to show me? It's too big. What I can't tell if you're trying to make a joke or sorry, my stupid brain. I'm making this all into sticks, and it should give me a lot of sticks, yes. So we are first going to craft another iron pickaxe, and we are going to do this, and we are going to craft like stacking 15 should work, so okay. It's a guard from Squid Games. That's cool. Okay, we have another iron pickaxe right here, just in case. Wait, did I ever craft myself a shield? I did not, because I didn't have the wood for it. I'm going without a shield, I don't care. I'm gonna go make sure that my spawn point's set. I know that there's... also don't have a weapon but my pickaxe, so I don't know how deep this goes. Okay, this cave is not very good. Okay, yeah, this cave is kind of doo-doo. Unless if there's something like over here or something. Okay, well, there's dirt and grass. I actually will take the dirt. We'll take some dirt. It is dark. Hold on. I'll put a torch down. Yeah, my bad. I forget that it looks a lot different on phone. Because my vision's pretty well, so I can see it pretty well, but not everybody's like is as good as mine, so. Hey, I'm actually gonna light up this area. And we'll use this as like a spare room, I guess. Oh, I guess I gotta go light up the upper area too. Hi. Very nice. Enderman. You gotta go? Aww. Sorry, that may have been a while ago and I just didn't see it. That's my bad. Okay, now what I am gonna do. I don't really want to play Minecraft. I'll make it off. I'll keep streaming. Don't worry. I'll be reacting to YouTube videos, I guess. Ah, not YouTube video downloader. YouTube.
Hey, carrots, you're gonna wake the baby. I gotta get to work.
This is important, sir. I think your $10 worth of popsicles.
The Copper Age update is now here. It adds copper tools, copper armor, new copper blocks, copper shelves. Oh no, sorry. They're just normal shelves, but they're pretty cool. And the game's also added copper golems, which are actually amazing. I'm sorry, Lays, but these guys are actually useful for sorting items. Oh, and we also got random light flashes in the end for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Come on, Mojang, please, just do an end update. But yeah, in my opinion, I think the copper golem is probably the coolest thing that's been added in this update. Because dumping all of your stuff into a chest is just part of Minecraft. And yeah, I do have this auto sorter that puts the items into all of these chests. But I still do end up with just loads and loads of junk. So the copper golems are going to be... Hey, there's loads of copper... Oh, no, it's resin. Never mind. I was about to say, the copper golems could be sorting copper. Actually, having said that, I've got a lot of copper here that does need sorting. So maybe that will be his first job. But yeah, that's the plan, to turn this junk area into a new storage room with copper golems sorting it all out. And then after getting all of the other new items in the update, I'm going to build the world's largest copper golem statue in Minecraft, which is also going to be a copper golem factory where the copper golems literally farm themselves and transport their frozen relatives into chests. Okay, yep, I know, that's a little weird.
Machines making machines. How perverse.
Can't argue with C-3PO, and then on top of that, I'm also going to collect 1,000 copper golems, because you never know when you're going to need an army of them. So to make a copper golem, you need a carp... Okay, well, apparently we don't have any carp pumpkins. Also, what happened to all the dyes? They've changed how they look. It's like kind of the same, but they're on like bowls or in pouches. Okay, anyway, let's not get distracted. You just change things for no reason sometimes, don't they? Let's grab some pumpkins. I don't think we have any carved ones in here. We've got plenty of pumpkins on the positive side. And then I'll grab Minecraft's most OP shears with efficiency 5 on them. And we will carve these pumpkins. I think enough for 5 is fine for now. Hey, and I don't actually have a pumpkin seed chest. Oh, well, hey, that's something.
Sorry, I thought I heard someone say my name.
For the copper golems to deal with later. Let's also go and grab some blocks. So we can actually decide which kind of copper golem we get based on the...
What are you doing? Yeah, I will. Alright, yeah. I'm streaming right now, so...
block. So let's go and we'll just do this. And before spawning him in, I probably need to extend this into an actual storage room. And I've just got to be careful that I don't break any redstone above me. I think this is all safe. I have no idea how well this is going to work, by the way. Like, you look at the junk in these chests. There's just so much random, like, singular bits. But I expect them to sort every single one for me. And I am also going to make an effort to kind of make this room look nice. Because technically, it is still an expansion of my main chest room. And so this is the chest stories that I've come up with. Could it be more efficient? Probably, but I'm not too bothered. And then I'm going to craft a couple of copper chests. Obviously, it's not the best way to get them, but it's just what I need to do at this moment in time. Let's get some honeycomb to wax it. And then everything in here can be moved across. This is just a one-time thing, really. Then we get the old employees in. Come on, guys. No, your stuff is not in here. These guys are also going to freak. Yeah, he just turned into a statue. We don't want that. No, guys, you ain't stopping on the job. Come on. Oh, my goodness. They're putting all the stuff into here. Guys, that's not your job. Stop looking in those chests. Go that way. There we go. This guy gets it. They do also need waxing. And in theory, I mean, look at them go. The items are disappearing from here and nicely going into chests. You know what, guys? Against all the odds, this is... It's kind of working. Like, they are doing their job. Look at you guys go. We need more manpower. 5 of them is just not enough. This is actually kind of addictive, isn't it? Let's go ahead, shear all... Oh, this is brilliant. Let's renew them all up as well. Get you guys looking as good as new. And now they are hard at work, one at a time, taking an item out and going and finding a chest to put it in. Oh, brilliant. Right, let's leave them to do all of my work. Might as well dump more stuff in there and all. Some of this will filter through to those guys. I'm sure they'll deal with it. And whilst they do that, I want to check out another new thing that was added. And it requires me to go to the end. Because yes, as I mentioned in the intro, there's a new weird light flashing that they've added into the end dimension. Which is just weird. Like, look at it. It's like Aurora Borealis.
Okay, why? Like, what?
Good Lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis? That's it? No.
And it makes no sense. Like, you can hear them. They just randomly pop up. And it, like, illuminates the area around you, giving it this weird glow. It's so strange. So what do you guys think? Are we getting an end update, or is it just a random vibrant visuals thing? Whatever it is, I really need to repair this place at some time, don't I? Hi, guys. Have you finished yet? Ah, not even close. Come on, guys. Put some work into it. Because I literally have loads more junk in here that also is going to have to be put through the system. It really isn't fun being a mob in SP's hardcore world, is it? You'll also notice I don't have a great amount of copper. I mean, I do have this, which you can't uncraft unless you place it down. You do that. and then you put it in there and you can get the ingots back, which just, it's a little bit faffy. So I could get a bunch of ingots that way. But to be honest with you, if you go mining for copper, you can get a ridiculous amount really, really fast. Like faster than any copper farm would anyway. Well, especially since Mogswamp made Mojang fix a bug that broke copper farms anyway. So the reason I say this about copper is look how much I get. I mean, what have I mined? 7 ores, and we've got over a stack with Fortune 3. Like, it is kind of ridiculous, and copper is literally everywhere. Like, you can't stop finding it when you go into a cave. Like, normally, it's so common that it's really annoying, but now, it's actually kind of feeling useful. And if you can find a dripstone cave, it's even crazier how much there is in there. But yeah, in a very short space of time, we've got over 4 stacks. It seems that my volcano has sprung a leak. I probably want to fix that. But yeah, I can chuck all of that into here. There's enough fuel, and all of a sudden, the furnaces will fill, it'll start smelting, and after patching up this leak, I'll have plenty of copper, which is gonna let me craft all of the new armor, and the tools as well. It looks weird, it feels like I'm playing a mod. Okay, guys. How do I look? Copper armor, yeah, I'm not sure it'll catch on, will it? But you know what, it's kind of cool. But I think I will stick to netherite. From all that mining, I also got a grand total of 25 blocks after the crafting, which is good. But realistically, we need a better way to get a lot of copper really, really fast. Because I'm going to need like 15,000 pieces to build the massive copper golem. So, after adding a couple of copper armor stands just for a bit of decoration. And you know what? If I actually strip some logs, I can craft the shelves as well. Oh, let's go and test these out. Man, I love updates. It's just so cool.
Okay, that's how you craft the shelves. I did not know.
Cool to use new things, isn't it? Really freshens up the game. So what if I... Oh, hold on a second. And then what we can do is put the new items on the shelves. Oh, this is brilliant. I absolutely love it. I feel like I need to add something else. Hold on. Let's get a copper chest in there as well. I feel like it'll fit the vibe. There we go. Oh, yes, that's great. I'll put some more shelves up as well. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. Let's go for more of... this look. I feel like maybe they need to be all the way across to not look weird. I could maybe put all the music discs. I've got so many. I could put them in shelves. Oh, it could be like a CD rack. You know what? Hold your horses, because I am testing this out. Oh, yes. Now, that is cool. We could just have an entire wall of it. All right, anyway, let's go to sleep. The possibilities are endless. I'll tell you what, forget rebuilding the world. We're going to make it so much cooler. But let's go and see how the slaves, the employees are getting on with their job. Come on, guys. How's it going? Okay, I mean, you are making progress. I can see, look at them, they are searching like mad. They're like, SP, there's too many chests here. What you can do is you can kind of start to go like this, and then maybe have 2 items in a chest so that they can put multiple things in one chest. I might start doing that. But I also like just seeing them suffer and get really exasperated that they can't find a chest to put anything in. All right, so yes, anyway. Copper. How do we get a lot of it? Also, speaking of music discs, this is an insane farm that I built for them that gets you so many. Anyway, let's just carry on this way. Because in a bid to make people care about copper, because let's be honest, when they added it, it didn't really have any uses. But yeah, to kind of make it relevant, and because it was a new block, they built the entire trial chambers out of copper. And not just normal copper either. It's wax copper, which would be really annoying to get normally because you'd need to get loads and loads of honeycomb from bees. But all the wax copper you could ever dream of is literally here ready and waiting. So I am going to get to work, mine away. There's something ridiculous like 40,000 ingots worth of copper in a trial chamber. So yeah, we should be okay. Collecting up absolutely loads of it. And whilst I do that, I'd like to give a huge thank you to Gameloft for sponsoring this video. If you haven't tried it already, Asphalt Legends is a free-to-play arcade racing game that's absolutely packed with action. There's literally drifting, jumps, spins, and loads of nitro boosts too. Plus, you can literally play it anywhere. It's on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, PC, Nintendo Switch. It's even on mobile. Plus, it's all...
Okay, it's not that great of a game. I played it. I don't recommend it.
Platform, so whatever you play it on, your progress goes with you. And on top of that, right now, there's something huge happening with the Ferrari Esports Asphalt Series. It's a global competition where racers from all around the world are competing for glory and a chance to reach the grand finals in Maranello in Italy, which is the home of Ferrari. Basically, 8 players will compete during the grand finals on November the 16th, and it's all going to be streamed on the Asphalt Legends YouTube channel at 9 PM GMT +2. As well as that competition, there's also an in-game time time-limited event live from October the 27th to November the 3rd, where anyone can join in. All you've got to do is download Asphalt Legends, then register at FerrariAsphaltSeries.com. If you do that, you'll instantly be eligible for in-game rewards and prizes, like a gaming laptop or a cool headset, and that's just by registering. So even if you're not aiming for the grand finals, there's still loads of stuff up for grabs. And honestly, the gameplay is so fun. It's really fast-paced, the drifting around corners is really cool, and let's be honest, the Ferrari cars look incredible, don't they? So if you want to get involved, click the download link in the description or scan the QR code on your screen right now, and then register at FerrariAsphaltSeries.com to join the event. And also, the time-limited event ends on November the 3rd, so make sure to jump in as soon as you can, and I'll see you guys on the track. And I'm gonna get back to work mining up loads and loads of copper. And at this point, I've got enough copper. I've ransacked 2 trial chambers. It kind of looks really cool having them without any copper around. So now it is time to find the way out of here and fly back home. Look at this. A random desert pyramid with... I've got... It's a knot chapel! Oh my goodness, do you know what the chances are of that? It's pretty low. You know what? Let's leave the arrows behind. And then we blow it up. Straight out of there. Not my first rodeo. I'm pretty sure it's something like 1 in 10 desert pyramids have one. That's actually kind of crazy. Just goes to show that there are still knot chapels lurking in the world. Oh, and camels too. Here we are, home sweet home. And I wouldn't normally be excited about finding a knot chapel, but a lot of my collection, I think, I got eaten or got destroyed, so we are trying to replenish all of these item frames. How you getting on down here, guys? Still very exasperated. I won't exasperate them anymore. For now, I'll put all of this copper stuff into this chest. Yeah, they can worry about sorting it later. And another thing that I am going to have to do is make all 985 of these copper blocks into exposed copper. And now I'm going to actually teach you something about getting copper to become weathered and oxidized. If you place them all close together like this, they will take a really long time. And yes, I know these ones are wax, so they would never, but that's not the point. What you actually have to do, or at least the fastest method to oxidize them, is to have 5 blocks of air between each one. So you space them out like this, and they will convert really fast, which is just as well, because I'm going to need 1,000 of them. So let's go ahead and take the wax off all of them, and already it's working. Look at that. It's so fast. I'd better hurry up and get some honeycomb to apply to them. Oh man, I'm not even going to be able to keep up with all this. So basically, I'm just going to go around, wax them, and mine them. And these are becoming weathered faster than I can get to them, which is absolutely fantastic, and I can replenish them as I go. Might as well go make a cup of tea whilst I wait. Fantastic. And whilst this method is also
Coffee's better.
fantastic, and it's cool to know the tech, it's cool to know the theory, it's also kind of a waste of time. Because a much quicker approach would be to head to the copper chest, grab some waxed oxidized copper, and literally just convert it to exposed like this. Yeah, that's going to save me so much time. And whilst I'm doing that, I've also realized that I need to fully oxidize these copper bulbs. So all of these can be waxed and collected up and replaced like so. It's nice to at the very least have a use for this tech in the end. Progress is good on the copper. And as for these guys, they're almost there. Wait, I think they've successfully filled every single chest already. Wow, guys. And so now I will condense things down for them. Was this an inefficient way to use the copper columns? Yeah, probably. But I can't say I massively care. I just like seeing them work for no reason. And all the stuff that they've been sorting is junk that I don't care about anyway. Yes, the work you guys have been doing is pretty meaningless. Anyway, it's character building. And you know what else is character building? Converting all of this to be exposed. I have to say, copper blocks, I'm glad it's you guys getting exposed and not me. The last thing we need is an XP737 exposed for cheating video. Like that time I got caught cheating for having 2 stacks of an item in my hotbar. Yes, that is an actual video on YouTube, and for some reason it got 2 million views. Anyway, I'll stop reminiscing about the past and instead focus on the future. And at this point, I think I now have everything. These have all oxidized. After finishing their assignments, the copper golems somehow are escaping. And now they're just wandering around here, just looking at my chest for no reason. What do you guys think you're doing? Here, look in this chest. That'll keep you busy for a while. But yeah, in here is everything I believe I need to build a giant copper golem. Also, if any of you think you're escaping, no, you're not. But yeah, the copper golem will be no problem. It's the factory side of it that I'll need a load more resources. But let's not worry about it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. First things first, this fella needs building, and that means clearing out quite a bit of this terrain because it needs to fit flat on the same level as these two factories. So this is just going to be a case of putting the shovel to work. And on a positive note, all the dirt and grass blocks that I'm getting from this will come in handy for future projects. Perfect. That's the area as flat as it needs to be. And now Operation Build the World's Largest Copper Golem can begin. And it's going to begin with this massive square that is completely filled in, and it's going to be the base. At this point, you can probably start to see just why I needed so many waxed copper blocks. The very bottom of the legs are done, and I'm now bringing the arms into it as well. And hopefully this gives you a bit of an idea as to just how crazy and massive this guy is going to be. I mean, this is the size of a normal one. You can't even see his feet in the snow. He's going to be absolutely massive. All we've done is that bottom 2 layers. I also don't know how you got outside. I feel like I'm going to be overrun with copper golems. Already got happy gas everywhere. Next is going to be copper golems. But let's not worry about that. Instead, let's keep building because this is going to be like 10 times the size of what we are at so far. I feel like at this point, I've done quite a large proportion of the bottom at least. But it's still kind of hard to see if it's taken shape. It doesn't really look like a copper golem. I'll be honest, it doesn't even look that good right now. But you know what? Sometimes you've just got to trust the process, so I'm going to keep building this up until the outside of the world's largest copper golem is complete. And now, Operation Build the World's
That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's kind of pretty cool.
largest copper golem is complete. And this is what he looks like. I'm happy with it, but he's not just going to be a copper golem. No, you see, if we enter through the nostrils, this is the part where the factory is going to be. And we're starting with a copper golem statue farm. Yes, copper golem statues are basically just frozen versions of copper golems that you can then use your axe on to bring back. Still don't know if these guys have done anything useful yet. They literally have no idea what they're doing, do they? All I do know is they seem to be multiplying. What is going on? I don't need a crazy amount of items for the inside. It's going to involve a few farms. So I shall get collecting. I tell you what we are going to need. I'm going to grab these ingots. We're going to need, for the first ever time in my world, copper nuggets. Yes, these are brand new to the Copper Age update, and you need them to make lanterns and also chains, which we're going to need quite a few of. Also using copper bars for the first time. We can have a little look at these. The annoying thing is, when I'm doing these, I've got to wax every single one. So we're going to need so much honeycomb. Thankfully, I have a honeycomb farm, so it's not the end of the world. But it's a shame that there isn't like a crafting recipe.
Welcome back! We're just watching YouTube now.
You know, I just did that as a... There's no way. There is no way that's a thing. Is that new? I just did that as like a, I wish that was a recipe. I genuinely didn't know you could do that. Does this work with everything? No, I've literally been placing everything down manually and waxing. Well, this is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be in a much better position. Wow. Honestly, this is saving me so much time. Let's wax the copper chains. Oh, this is brilliant. Also, copper golems. I have 3 spare ones of these, so do what you want with that. And I think I have like 18 of these spare. I genuinely can't believe that's the thing, by the way. I also will need 9 copper lanterns. And to do that, you need copper torches. Another... Okay, hold on a second. Do we make copper torches like this? Okay. What am I doing? I also need coal. 9 to be exact. I feel like I've got too much here. That's going to make way more than I need, isn't it? Yeah, I made 36. I only need 9. Anyway, then you go around like that. Oh, yes. So I need 9 of these in total. And then we wax them in the copper grid. Oh, brilliant. Oh, you know what? I might actually start using copper now that I know about that. Mind-blowing stuff. I'm also going to need lightning rods and just kind of a whole range of redstone items. So I'm going to get to work grabbing all of that so that I can build this factory. Just need to grab a few flowers, and I'm ready with everything that I need to build this. Also, on a side note, I've just noticed that these guys are putting stuff into empty chests. Like, honeycomb does not belong there. Hoppers? No, this is wax oxidized copper. You guys are going a step too far, so you must be put down. I don't know if there's a safer way to get rid of them, but I can't... Oh, one more, eh? What are you going to put in there? Nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just afraid that I couldn't take that chance. Oh, no, I need those signs. Thankfully, there's plenty more where that came from. 4 of those. Just remembered I haven't really got any honeycomb, but I'm going to need a lot of it. Let's just take every single piece I have. What on earth? Another one? Everywhere I go, there are just copper golems. How is it? Okay, I thought there was one over there and all. How have you got into my bedroom? You can climb ladders? You know what? I'm just not asking any more questions. It's like an infestation.
Every mob can climb ladders. He shouldn't be surprised about that.
Is the one out here still? I have no idea, but watch your back, ladies and gentlemen, because this big boy is not the only copper golem around here. Now, to begin with, since honeycomb is so important for waxing the copper golems so that they don't turn into statues, I need to make that farm first. So I'm going to bring this all the way up to here. And whilst these should pick up almost all of the drops, I will just have a little bit of an overflow here just in case. These hoppers are going to be underneath mud. So if for some reason an item goes flying out, it'll still get picked up, as you can see. It'll go into those hoppers. And then everything is into this chest. From there, I'll add all of the other needed things, and the beehives will be along here, but I'm not going to place those until it's nighttime. If I do that in the day, we're just going to get bees all over the place, which would not be ideal. So in the meantime, I'm going to work on the pumpkin farm, because that's also a very important thing in making copper golems. You need loads and loads of pumpkins. Also, before I place every single one of these redstone blocks, I'm going to do all of them. I was going to say except the end one. I didn't realize I'd have a spare one, so I almost did all of them. I'm also just going to use this. Will this work? No, I don't think so. But if I just go along like this, one by one, I can light up all of these copper bulbs, which looks a little bit better than them all being dead. Look at that. Doesn't it look much nicer? And from there, I'm going to take a load of powered rails, and I would say normal rails if I can find them. There they are. And these are going to make up the entire pumpkin collection system. Which reminds me, forgot to bring a hopper minecart. Thankfully, that doesn't matter because I'm super close to my house. So yeah, we don't need to worry too much about that. Let's just place all these down. And once you get all the powered rails in, this bit is super, super easy. You can't really go wrong. I'd also like to put these copper bars to use and do something like that. Yeah, it just kind of makes use of the whole copper vibe. I also think the corners of the room would benefit from some decoration like this too. So it literally just goes all the way up to the top like that. Yeah, it's just these fine little details you've got.
How do I hear my dad watching football with my headset on all the way from here?
Do. Now right here is where the pumpkins are going to get offloaded. So yeah, that now powers that. And we're going to have a waxed copper chest. So copper golems are going to take the pumpkins up to the next stage of the machine. So that's kind of how these guys are going to be making more of themselves. They're working in their own factory. I don't know why I find that so funny. I just do. Also, this kind of acts as a bit of an on-off switch. And I've got a button that needs to go here, which will just get the minecart moving if it ever breaks. It's coming together over there, isn't it? Back to the bee farm. Is it dark now? Oh, it's definitely nighttime. Alrighty. Still find it kind of weird that the entrance point is through his nostril. Anyway, let's clear some hotbar space and get down to beekeeping business. I'm filling all of the dispensers above them with a bunch of shears. And now you can consider this honey farm fully working. And now I can get back to pumpkin farming. I'm guessing you've probably seen someone build one of these before, so... okay, well, I've already gone wrong. But yeah, I won't bore you with the details. I'll just get to work tilling the ground, planting the seeds, and adding the redstone. That makes the farm fully functional. I'm also just going to do this corner as well. And you know what? I can build it up here too. This down here is where the 1,000 copper golems are going to live. I don't know if I'm going to keep them permanently spawned here, because they might just be a little bit laggy. But we'll see. Don't have to commit to anything just yet. What I am going to do is build this up a little bit and then make this a bit of a platform that I can stand on that only I can get up to. If I put the ladders up here, the copper golems will not be able to reach, unlike when they go into my bedroom. Yeah, this is copper golem proof. From there, I shall add a tunnel to swim up and down, and finally place the water at the top. I also need to make sure that I keep sleeping, otherwise the bees won't be doing anything. And you know how much I'm against you guys having a rest? No, come on. Back to work. Get pollinating. We need all of this honey. I tell you what, it's working. There's another 38 there. And now let's get the actual copper golem factory part of it built. So we know that this is going to fill with pumpkins. I also have the hopper minecart now. So that could be going backwards and forwards. Although at this point, none of the pumpkins are going to be grown. So let's just close that off. And yeah, the copper golems will take the pumpkins along here and add them to these two chests. Not much for life, but hey, they've got to earn a living. Then I'm going to have another copper chest right here. And this is attached to an auto carving machine. So it's a machine that allows me to just auto carve the pumpkins. The redstone for it is fairly straightforward. You just kind of have to lock that, because now if I take that away, it stays powered. And basically, every time I place and carve a pumpkin here, it will then extend the piston, breaking it. It'll go into this copper chest, where more copper golems will be waiting. And the copper golems will basically put the seeds into here, so they're out of the way. And they'll bring the carved pumpkins up here and place them in a chest for the copper golem maker. There's quite a lot of redstone for this, so I'm going to start from the bottom. Add all of these pistons, which are going to be crucial. You'll soon see why. And I'm also going to place down chests, which are going to store the statues that I get. This is the contraption in all of its glory. It's nothing too complicated. We can also now add in the chest that they're going to put stuff into. Gotta carefully do that to block everything. I think we're pretty much there. In fact, we are now missing just one thing. Also, I'm putting seeds in here so that the copper golems put the seeds in there as well. But yes, we're missing just one thing. The copper golems. Let's go and get them. A few pumpkins to get things going might help as well. I've actually got...
It actually amazes me, like, how people just come up with this stuff. Like, I don't know if SB did or if he took it from someone, but it's insane. Get a job? Dude, I'm not even 16 yet. Like, I don't need to... I'm getting a job once I turn 16. Okay. Why don't you get a job instead of just commenting in people's chats? Dang.
Got low. Do we just... You know what? It kind of defeats the purpose of having a pumpkin farm if I only use those. Actually, you know what, though? If we're going to get 1,000 of them, it might come in handy. The other thing I'll need plenty of for the farm is this waxed oxidized copper. I may have to go get more of that. And honestly, 12 blocks of copper with 12 carved pumpkins is probably enough. You know what? I'm going to get another, maybe not 11 more spare. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get another 11 spare for good measure. You can never have too many copper golems. Actually, guys, let me tell you, you can have too many copper golems. Look at him. I guess I didn't wax one of you. Oh, well, he's going to turn into a statue. I would have waxed him, but I've moved all the honeycomb over here, so that's it's kind of out of the question now. Let's fill this so they have something to do. I reckon 4... Okay, well, already that's nostalgia horses. Yeah, I reckon 4 working in here is the perfect amount. Can we... Don't all leave. Don't you want to do some work? There you go. I don't know why you're going up like that when you can go below, but we'll leave them to it. I do need to wax them, otherwise they're going to stop working. And you know how much we don't want that. Alrighty, so let's wax you, and finally you. And look at you guys go. You know exactly what you do. Oh my goodness, the speed is brilliant. Alrighty, keep going backwards and forward. So as this pumpkin farm gets going, and once all these have grown, they will make pumpkins very, very fast. These guys will just keep transporting them all up to the chests. And from there...
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down to your exact address in just seconds. Imagine pulling up your neighborhood, spotting...
We're going to have another 2 copper... Don't leave. Okay, that's it. Stay there. Why did it only make 1 chest, by the way? Anyway, we're going to have another 2. Can I escape? But yeah, from there we can have another 2 copper golems working away. I've just realized why it didn't make a chest underneath. Because it's made one to the side by mistake. Oh, it's broken my redstone as well. No, don't. Oh my goodness. Lesson learned. Maybe don't build with copper. I've also just about had enough of this. That's it, guys. No more being able to go wherever you want. You guys need to stick to the procedure, okay? And so as these guys bring more and more pumpkins to me, I can do this. Easily converting all of the carved pumpkins. I feel like you guys are slacking. Are you really both trying to walk in the opposite direction and you're that stupid? Come on, just one of you goes down, one of you goes up. There you go, it's not hard. Maybe they're a bit short-staffed. I'll double the numbers for them. But yeah, from there, the carved pumpkins they bring along go into this chest, and then they go in to this... Okay, I don't know why the pumpkins are in there, but they go into this dispenser. Basically, if you don't carve the pumpkin in time, it just goes in as a normal one. So yeah, it goes into this dispenser, and this is where the waxed oxidized copper comes in. So all of that is going to be right here, and I'm going to keep, let's say, half a stack in my offhand. And then we just go like this, and a copper golem is created. And if we then crouch and hold right click and left click at the same time, you can see we are getting non-stop copper golems. And what is happening is these copper golems, because there's signs in the chute, they can't freeze into statues. But as soon as they get to the bottom, they freeze in here very, very quickly. Except for this guy, because he hasn't got a block he can do it on. And then, I'm going to struggle to show you, but if I place a block there, it extends those pistons. Did you see that? So this guy's going to freeze. There we go, he's become a statue. I place a block, the pistons extend, the statues break and they go into here. Man, you get all sorts in here. So we've got this there. All we're now missing, yeah, you guessed it. All we're missing is the copper golems that are going to empty this chest and fill the other one. So let's just get a load of those. And with that, the entire thing is fully functional. I have noticed that because I've got haste, I am breaking the blocks too fast. Not a problem, though. We can literally just do that. Which means the timings are absolutely perfect. And you don't even need to crouch now. I was wondering why it wasn't working properly. Haste 2 was the culprit. But now, yeah, you don't need to crouch. It's beautiful. We are getting copper golems galore. They're falling down to the bottom, turn into statues. And then those guys in the bottom left are transporting them into the chest. The copper golem factory is well and truly complete. This is kind of addictive, by the way. Like, let's just see how much we've got already. Oh, yes. And it's actually given me one of every pose. There's 4 different possible statue poses you can get, so that's an easy way to get all of them. And what I'll do is have these as ornaments all the way along here, which it looks kind of nice. What we can also do, if we grab an axe, is... Okay, hold on. I didn't mean to bring you back to life. Sorry. That's... Wait, what? That was kind of evil. Only do it 3 times, SB737. Then we wax them, so we've got some that are copper, or at least some that are normal, and then some that are oxidized. We do also sometimes get the situation where there's a build-up, and instead of placing the block, I can go like that, and it'll get rid of them. And on a side note, let's go ahead and turn these lamps on as well. What do I plan to do with all of the statues that this gives me? Well, if we take, I don't know, let's say 50 of them, we can head down here and bring them back to life in the correct place, not in a random place. So we go like that. Then, in fact, I'm going to move that to that slot. Then we wax them, and then we send them down. So it's a pretty simple thing. I mean, doing it 1,000 times might take a little bit of effort, but I think this is probably the best way, because otherwise you just end up with a million chests. But you know what? After a while, you get into a bit of a groove with it, and you can really speed through them. Huh, I just realized you can change the position by right-clicking on them. You know what? I'm learning a lot here. Well, so glad that I got all the different variants and then didn't really need to. I mean, you only need to get one variant, really, and then you're there. Is there anything else I don't know in this update? I keep learning so many random things about copper. Anyway, that's all 50 of those in. 950 to go. It's really not going to take me long to get them. Some of these have grown enough so we are actually getting pumpkins as well, which is nice. And so as long as I make sure I've got enough carved ones, then we'll be absolutely golden. I've also hooked a I don't think we did. Okay, there we go. We got him. And you know what they say, guys? You never know when you might need a copper golem or 2. So, we've now successfully got all of those guys, built a copper golem factory, added some copper armor to this armor stand, and the entire thing was done inside of the world's largest copper golem. Oh, well, we crashed. But yeah, the world's largest copper golem, which is actually a